I'm certainly feeling very confident in terms of Sheffield Central and across the country as a whole. I think there's a need for change, and I've certainly felt that when I've been out in other seats as well, not only in my own area.
And do you feel that people have maybe realised that Labour can bring that change, or do you think that people are still sceptical?
Certainly on the doorstep today, people realise Labour can bring that change and desperately need it.
Do you feel that you've had a good team backing you in this campaign?
I've had a great team from right across the constituency, not only backing me, but working in other parts of Yorkshire where Labour needs to win seats.
It feels like people have really come together in this election.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was going to ask, how do you feel about the Green? Because obviously the Greens are campaigning in Central, thinking that it's something they have a chance with. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's interesting because the individual constituency polling that I've seen suggests that the Greens aren't even polling second. I know they've tried to suggest that is the case, but the Liberal Democrats were still polling quite strongly. I don't think strongly enough to challenge Labour in my seat, but nevertheless that seems to be the way it's shaping up, but we'll find out very soon.
That sunny days are usually good for the more left-wing parties. Are you hoping for that for the Greens today?
Yes, definitely. Sort of feedback we're getting at the moment is suggesting so. But with the high turnout, it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not we are able to get through. I don't think a lot of people realise that they had 2 votes, and we were the only ones pushing that issue that actually people are voting for 2 people rather than just 1. If I win tonight, I am going to take a break. A well-deserved break, I think, but then next year there are 2 main campaigns that I would like to run if I do get elected. One of them is on air quality in Broom Hill, which has got regularly over EU safe levels in both daily and hourly.
Getting out, meeting people, handing out a lot of flyers, going to various hustings. I mean, we've had a great time. The reaction that we've had on the street has just been brilliant, brilliant.
You really push the student sort of votes as well, sort of working with the students, because obviously you're a lecturer yourself.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Although, to be honest, I haven't been on campus as much as I'd like to have been. I've been talking to students as they've been going to and from lectures the last few days, and the response has been pretty good, actually. So I think lots of people are really disillusioned with party politics. It's part of the reason that I'm standing as an independent at all. Of course, the downside of that is that I don't have the same platform or the same team, manpower and resources that the others can draw on. So that's been quite a struggle. There's been a number of debates that I've been excluded from because I don't have any sort of track record and I'm not part of an established party. And you sort of wonder in those circumstances how we're ever going to actually get any change because the system is so institutionally biased towards the status quo.
Well, it's very positive. I was out in Central Ward and people are really, really supportive. They've known us for a long time. I've been working there for 11 years. We've had really excellent councillors. So, very positive feel on the street.
Well, the Pirate Party in the UK anyway is about anti-surveillance and digital issues and a whole host of other things. Basically, we want to do politics with people. We want to do it right. We want to talk to people. And as part of that, for this election and in 2011, we crowdsourced our manifesto. In 2011, we spoke to 3,500 people, got their ideas and then passed that to the membership for a vote and came up with a manifesto that truly was something built by people, not just by party think tanks. And I think the quality of that manifesto has been absolutely superb. But the big thing for this election was trying to get surveillance, especially mass surveillance, the stuff that we found out about from Edward Snowden's releases and from the ISC's own reports, onto the election agenda.
Well, Well, let's look at it, to be totally honest. We're not going to expect a sudden purple rain. Look, we'll put in hopefully a good showing, get a deposit back, you know, raise a couple of percentage points and really start to show that there is a disenfranchised UKIP vote in Sheffield, Hallam, and, you know, this is something we want to do. But I don't think all of a sudden I'm going to be the next MP for Sheffield, Hallam, unfortunately. There's 33 under 30s of our youth wing that are actually standing for UKIP, and that's a very large percentage. The young man who's standing against Boris Johnson himself is actually the chairman of the youth wing. I'm the chairman of the student wing, you know, and standing against Clegg. So actually we do really have a vibrant youth wing that's really engaging and very much wanting to get forward and push their views onto the political stage.
Nick Clegg, 22,215. Jillian Creasey from the Democrats, 167. Oliver Coppock, Labour, 19,000. Green Party, 1,772. Jenkins, UKIP, 3,575.
Yeah, but will you be able to keep up with it? I couldn't.
49. Jim, Stop the Fiasco, Wild, 97. Walker, Conservative, 7,544. 121 rejected votes, and I hereby declare that Nick Clegg has been duly elected.
I'm absolutely gutted about the result, but what you actually need to look at is the swing. Labour were 19,000 votes behind Clegg last time, and now we're just over 2,000 votes behind. That is one of the biggest swings in the country, if not the biggest swing in England. That's something to be proud of, and that was done by students in Sheffield with very little help from outside, so we can be proud of that.